how incredible that he was so generous and just jumped at the chance to be in it, and he is such a joy, and I mean, so charismatic, and I think people were very emotional that entire day that he was on. There was sort of like a lot of ugly crying that went on. Especially when he started tap dancing on the desk, I was like, forget it. Forget it.
Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious.
It's hard to describe what happens to me when I watch movies like The Sound of Music or Mary Poppins. Such a wonderful and comforting feeling. It's like God uses these kinds of movies to cut through the illusions of this world and show me what's truly important.
Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi.
For me, God is in these kinds of movies. How can I tell? I love the way Parley Pratt describes the impact of God's influence in things. Paraphrasing it, he said, "It increases, enlarges, expands, and purifies natural passions and affections. It inspires, develops, cultivates, and matures all the fine-toned sympathies, joys, tastes, kindred feelings, and affections of our nature."
For here you are, standing there.
It inspires virtue, kindness, goodness, tenderness, gentleness, and charity. In short, it is joy to the heart, light to the eyes, music to the ears, and life to the whole being. How could you not apply this description to Mary Poppins or The Sound of Music? What could be more beautiful and good than watching Julie Andrews comfort these children during a storm?
Bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things.
Don't get me wrong, of course there are more and less sacred realms in our experience of inspiration. But it's all the same substance. God is in it. Sometimes deeper, sometimes lighter, but he's in so much. And I believe that everything that's good comes from him. Everything that encourages us to love each other or understand each other better or touch each other's lives in some way, or that just makes us want to be a better person, is inspired by God. The older I get, the more I see him speaking to and through so many and inspiring so much. Of course, there are countless inspiring, wonderful movies. But I say this particularly in tribute to Mary Poppins and The Sound of Music.
Hello, art lovers.
For me, two of the most iconic gems of simple goodness of all time. Life-changing images of the very best of human possibility and joy, transmitted straight to my soul, so that suddenly, right in the midst of my being, right here in my heart, life makes sense. And my soul is comforted just by seeing Dick Van Dyke sing and dance.
With a lifetime guarantee, as you. With me.
Triple little, triple little, triple little,
Triple little life fantastic.